This is William Patterson University Television.
Welcome back to the desk. The Pioneers softball team has punched their ticket for Florida as their season's right around the corner now. You know, wasn't a successful year last year. Maybe some new things. New interim coach, John McClain. What do we got with him? You know, it's going to be a different thing for the Pioneers.
Yeah, you know, I'm not going to lie, Samory. I'm very excited. John McClain, great experience around the game. He was actually the 2019, he was an assistant coach last year. He also has 2 years of MLB experience. The guy knows the game. He has great chemistry with the team, you know, from what I've heard. He's stepping into a huge role. He's stepping into the shoes of Hallie Cohen, who's the all-time leader in Division III wins. So I'm expecting big things. It might be a little bit of a tough transition at first, kind of getting into the groove of things, but he knows the team, he knows the game. I'm expecting big things.
Yeah, like you said,
they shouldn't miss a beat.
Yeah, he's going to be comfortable with the team, so I expect the same thing. Anthony?
I'm really excited for the Pioneers women's softball team this year. They got a team ERA of about 5 last year. I'm sure McClain wants to get that down a little bit. They're 17-21 overall. Not a bad record. You do want to get that up. The one thing I got to look out for, Christine Griffith, senior last year, she's graduating, she's gone. I really want to see how McClain handles that. If they handle that appropriately, find the right guys to put in the correct spots, I think they should have a good year. Steve?
Yeah, like you noted, Anthony, that they were 17-21 last year, 3-15 in the conference. That was one of the worst seasons they had in a little while. But the new coach, I'm expecting a winning record for this team. Yeah. I have a lot of faith and a lot of hope in this team. They usually are a really good team every year. The last losing record was 2013 compared to last year. So they're going to be
I wasn't 7.
None of us were here. None of us were here.
I was 13.
But I'm expecting a winning record. I'm very excited for this team.
Sticking with you, Steve.
Yes.
You know, the season's right around the corner. They're going to start in Florida. What do they need to do to be successful this season?
I think pitching's the name of the game. Even in the majors to college to Little League, pitching's the name of the game. Consistent, constant pitching is the way to go. You have some returning vets coming back. You have a couple new freshmen on the mound. So I'm excited to see what they do, how they gel together, and how this team really does.
Yeah, they was once said pitching wins championships.
I agree with that statement. I agree with that
Anthony,
statement.
what you got?
To win, you got to take advantage of opportunities. And my thing is hitting with runners in scoring position. I brought up Christine Griffith earlier. She hit .412 last year with runners on base. And Cindy Pace hit .364s with runner on. You got to score when you have the opportunity. When there's a runner on second, you got to move them over. You got to get them in. You got to be able to hit. You got to be able to score. That's how you win baseball.
And in some of the few games that I did call for Bravey Radio, they were able to hit the ball a lot of doubles. There were a lot of ways to get runners in from being in scoring position. Steve, what you got?
I'm going to go with young pitchers. They need to step up. Taking a look at the roster, there's only 4 pitchers on the actual roster, and 3 of them are returning from last year with Kaitlyn Massaro, Alex Grubiak, and Andy Lupica. I did a little math here, surprisingly how I did it. They combined for 237 innings pitched out of 266. So now, whoever Coach McClain is going to want to throw in to get some innings, maybe some new pitchers, they're going to have to step up and be consistent, like you said, Steve.
Exactly. It's the name of the game.
Exactly.
Pitching's the name of the game. Yes,
so
sir.
You want to find out who can maybe step up into that veteran role and eat up some good innings.
Yeah, I think there's going to be somebody definitely is going to be eat up in the good innings. You know, they got a new class in. Also, somebody from Bloomfield I saw. Maybe, I don't believe they're a pitcher, but
who knows? Bloomfield, yeah.
And speaking of towns, Steve, we'll start with you. What player do you expect to have the biggest impact this season for Pioneers?
My girl, Alex Grubiak. Okay. Old Bridge homegrown. We bred the best athletes in Old Bridge, okay? We bred Mika Fitzpatrick, we bred Lori Hernandez, and now Alex Grubiak, okay? Her record was 8-5. Her ERA was 3.21. She has 3 saves, and she has a decent batting average. She can do both, not only on the mound, but on the plate, too. She's a great all-around player, and I'm really looking forward to what she does this season.
It must be something in the Old Bridgewater. You got you here.
Oh,
it must be a little something.
It's an Old Bridge reunion. Look at that.
Sure. Anthony Walker, what you got?
The leadoff hitter is so important. I got to go with Vanessa Archibald. Look at her numbers. It's otherworldly. A 398 batting average, on base of 473. She stole 29 bases out of 33 last year. She can hit the ball. She can steal bases. If she gets a single, it's automatically a triple. She's got steal.
It's incredible.
It's incredible. She's still second. She's still third. She scores. That's
still a home?
We could see it.
I see it in the
we
future.
could definitely see it. She doesn't have the best power, but sometimes when you have speed, that's all you need is just to be able to
A
get
single
on base.
return to a home run. Steve, hit me a home run. Who you got for the last player?
Kaitlyn Massaro. I could leave it at that, but why would I? Such a talented player for the Pioneers. Batted .294 last year, 25 RBIs, 10 runs. But she also pitches like a Swiss Army knife. 7-11 last year, 3.48 ERA. And that's with pitching 98 innings. And that was her first year pitching since her junior year of high school. Hits for power, contact, comes up big in clutch moments. And like I said, she stepped into that pitching role last year and was tremendous. Now, after a year of that, she's going to step up into an even bigger role, and she's feared around the NJAC.
Yeah.
She's feared around the NJAC. Teams know watch out for her in 2020.
I see a big drop in that ERA. This is his second season pitching.
Exactly.
Steve, we'll keep with you. They're heading to Florida during our spring break. What do you think the biggest game is going to be for the Pioneers down there in Florida?
I'm looking at a game like Farmingdale State College. 2 years ago, Farmingdale State was 25-7. Last year, they took a dip and were only 20-17, but they're still a very talented team. Farmingdale in their conference was ranked number 1. So going down to Florida, you want to win. You want to win against better competition. So you go down there, you have fun, you get all the rust out. Farmingdale State's one to watch out for.
Anthony?
Well, earlier I stressed the importance of a leadoff hitter. You got to start your season right. That's why I'm going with Wentworth. It's their first game of the year. It's a team that had a team ERA of over 6. They were only 12-19 last year. You can beat this team. They're not. They're okay. They can hit a little bit, but you can score against this team. You should be able to produce enough offense to beat them. Start the season off right, get a big win, go from there.
You always want to start the season off strong. I think that's a key thing here at William Patterson. All our teams always try to start the season off correct. Finish it off, Stephen Clarke.
Lastly, their big games against New Paltz. All right, they're the best team out of that whole Florida division going on right now. They finished 26-12 last year. They're like the only team that has a winning record that they're playing in the Florida stretch. So I think it's gonna be a great matchup between the two. It's gonna show what our Pioneers could really do against a good team. Like Steve said, you want to win these games down in Florida. All right, so you got to be competitive. They're gonna be competitive against this New Paltz team. This is a great matchup, I think. This is gonna be an entertaining game. Hopefully, we get to watch it. So. Hey.
I think all the games for the Pioneers are going to be entertaining. We're going to have a lot of them on Bravery Radio. I think all of us are calling a few of them.
We're all calling them.
Yeah, but that's all we have for the Lady Pioneers. But right after the break, the basketball truth checks in at the scorer's table, and they will be breaking down all the biggest news in the NBA. Stay tuned here on WP Sports Desk.